It is time. Kreuz versus Molena. I'm stoked. I am stoked because after that last set, seeing not only the level of mechanical skill but the consistency coming forward from Milena. I know Kreuz looks untouchable a lot of the time, but it's only a matter of time until Milena has a breakout set, you know? This could be it. This could be it. It's also going to be nice having an opportunity to watch this match play out in a regular tournament, because, you know, for anyone who watched Rookie Rumble last week, people loved this map. And not to say, again, not to say I don't like watching the rookie matches, because they were fun. But I think we're going to be seeing a lot of very different building than we saw last week. You know, this same map can be a completely different thing. Kreuz gets the L-Saw. Okay, he wants to set up a squeeze there. Interesting. Good choice. Really good choice from Kreuz. I was a little bit worried on his behalf there that he was going to try and set up that spike ball on the top of the L-Saw, because, like, the path isn't even forced yet. If you're placing items down on a path that isn't forced, you're just giving your opponent the opportunity to block off the path that you want and waste 2 of your builds. Definitely the right play, adding that precision. Not going to be enough, you know, players at this caliber, definitely takes a bit more before you're going to see anyone able to score points. Okay, I adore that wire placement. Now, realistically, I think the move was do the same thing, but wait a little bit, you know? You don't want to give Milena the time to think about the counter. You really shouldn't be placing your items until close to the end of the timer. Kreuz missed the precision. Milena gets through no problem. Let's see if this squeeze that Kreuz wanted to set up is going to make a difference. Okay, and there, that is one of my biggest things when it comes to Kreuz. I've spent some time giving Kreuz, you know, lessons, some coaching, some VOD analysis, and one of the biggest things that I notice is that he doesn't really use any of the meta strategies. So like right there, Milena was trying to go for the squeeze, but wasn't going about it the optimal way. Normally when you see that, you wait, you let your opponent do it the wrong way, and once they're gone, then you take that opportunity to do it the right way. You don't want them to see, you don't want to give them more information than you need to. But right there, Kreuz just went for it. Granted, you know, maybe that is just how confident Kreuz feels. That is for sure a possibility. Unbelievable precision! Are you first try? Maybe I got no reason to complain. You know what? My bad, Kreuz. That precision is so difficult, and he did it like it was nothing. They certainly don't call Kreuz the most precise player alive for no reason, but that was. Okay, Molena, what do you got? Really close, great attempt, but not gonna do it. Kreuz with an early lead. Those wires were a slam dunk placement. I honestly don't think there was a single better placement that he could have made with those wires. Let's play here, Molena. Gotta change things up. Okay, I think Kreuz wants to completely remove the ability to go to the left side. Not a bad play. Again, are you... 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Are you serious? Kreuz, who are you? That's the kind of jump, that is the kind of precision that you see in, like, Precision Hell 4, you know? And Milena, wait a minute, Milena. Still very much in this. It was looking like a second point for Kreuz, but Molena gets through it. Can these wires? They cannot. Still alive. Can I say how beautiful this map is? As far as like aesthetic party maps go, I feel like there are very few that look better than this. Oh, wow, are you... Okay. Surely we don't see another first try on this one, right? I mean, that is diabolical. I hope that the arrow works out the way that I think it does, because if so, this is a seriously beautiful setup. Milena not going for the counter builds. Honestly, Milena and Kreuz do have a relatively similar style. I feel like when you're playing matchups like that, where both you and your opponent like a lot of the same things, it becomes really difficult to counter build. Because fundamentally, like, sometimes they're placing things that you like. Okay. Can we just talk about how close Kreuz was on that? And can we talk about how beautiful this setup is? I mean, seriously, the arrow is just there at every part of it. So perfectly goes through the cannon into the gap. I love this setup. And wow, Milena coming really close. Doesn't get the drift early enough though. Alright, Kreuz. There's actually a lot more on this set than most people probably realize. Because, you know, Kreuz was coming home from his prom last night. So this question, this tournament doesn't just answer the question of who's the better player between Molena and Kreuz. This round answers the age-old question of does having a girlfriend make you incapable of playing UCH at the top level? You know, people have been trying to figure it out for years. But looking at Kreuz, it might just be possible. I don't know. It might just be doable. Oh, Milena wants to get rid of that precision. Cannot blame her. That has been... I mean, Kreuz only scored off of it one time, but one is enough. One is enough. Okay, wait. Beautiful wire placement by Kreuz. I love Kreutz's ability to see through the entire map and always find a good placement. There are definitely some, you know, more meta, more advanced building strategies that I think Kreuz could improve on. But when it comes to actually looking at the map in front of you and finding just a cool setup that's good for you, I think Kreuz is phenomenal. Because those wires forcing the very tight precision. And Kreuz, of course, being who he is, gets through it, no problem. Can't get the precision, surprisingly enough, through those two spike balls. Both of them onto their last life. I like the way Kreuz is going about doing this, just stalling on the wall, setting yourself up, rather than trying to go for a difficult timing with the key auto jump. Definitely quick jumping from the wall to begin with over the arrow is the right play. Now, will Molena nerf it is the question. I almost feel like that was a misplay on Molena's part, because placing that box doesn't really do anything. You already have the 3x1 wooden plank, you know? I guess it does prevent Kreuz from fully bombing it and bringing the setup back, but I don't know. I feel like nerfing this initial setup that Kreuz has shown an aptitude for could be good. This is difficult. I'm loving the setups we've been seeing so far. Really close by Molena. Gets the jump height, almost gets the precision. Okay, Milena gets through. This could be an opportunity here. Kreuz himself still makes it though. It's interesting when there's nothing at the start of the round, when both players just get to the precision and they don't have to worry about making it through the map again to try it. They're not struggling at all getting through the precision. But now it's been pretty difficult. That being said, Kreuz does get through it this time. Molena onto the last life. We could very well be looking at a point here. Oh, but Kreuz a little bit too hasty going for that squeeze. It's a difficult one for sure. Molena makes a precision on the last life. Hold on. And there's not that much time. I mean, honestly, this could be the comeback that Molena's looking for. And Molena gets it! And Molena gets it! 1-1 after struggling for so much of the game with Kreuz being in a clear advantage. Molena, out of nowhere, takes it back. 3 turns left. What is the plan for Kreuz? Oh, wow. Okay, so Kreuz really wants to ramp up the difficulty in the first section of the map. Not a bad play. Not a bad play. This is a part of building that people don't talk about a lot of the time, where like if your opponent makes it to the end of the map and you do not, where do you want to place the items? Because people don't think about that kind of thing in terms of building. Where placing the items, how does that kind of matter, right? If Kreuz placed his items in the latter half of the map, then he's putting them in a spot where Molena has an opportunity to practice and he might not. Whereas if he's placing it at the start, he's preventing Molena from getting more practice in the end section of the map while also spicing things up for the both of them. So if you want to maximize the impact that your placements are able to have, you want to be putting your items down in a spot where you are getting to. It is crucial. A crucial part of building that I think is really underrepresented when I see people talking about this kind of stuff. Both of them last life here, and this setup is definitely doing it. This is overwhelmingly hard, but Kreuz gets through. Can't nail the precision though. It's just such a difficult precise jump to make. When you have to do precision out of a 1-block jump, and especially when there's a block overhead but not directly. I don't know how to explain this. It's such like an intangible feeling as to why this precision is as hard as it is. But if you've played enough, you know that type of precision is just so much harder. Okay, Kreuz, what's the plan here? Okay, oh, that is insanely difficult. Okay. I see the vision. Honestly, beautiful play by Kreuz. Wait a minute. That's the type of building that you don't see too often. Really just transformational building. Kreuz took a setup that already existed, and instead of nerfing it, instead of removing it, he changes it into something that's typically going to be good for him. And already, that transformational build might be the difference because Kreuz is in a great position, dies to the linear saw. Both of them, 3 lives left. Oh wow, okay, I didn't recognize it at first, but that cannon is just skippable. Oh, honestly, really unfortunate for Kreuz. I was loving that build by him. Even so, I think it's a great placement, but it's gonna have a lower impact than we initially thought. Molena. I mean, this could be a point. All the pressure's on Kreuz here, doesn't get the precision, and Molena! There's only a couple rounds left. This could be a massive upset victory. Can you get the squeeze? Great bailout, recognizing you're not high enough. Still, another amazing bailout, and Molena gets it! That's 2-1! And suddenly this matchup is totally turned on its head. And honestly, I hate to say it, the build that I initially really loved on Kreutz's behalf might have been the thing to do it. If it weren't skippable, I don't know that Milena would have been scoring there. But now Kreuz really ramping up the difficulty. This is the final turn. It is now or never. Now, to me, I feel like the correct play is nerfing that precision. It sounds crazy because Kreuz is the precision guy, but I think he's been struggling quite a bit on it the last little bit, and you need to be willing to adapt. And now that he's made a bit of a harder placement here at the start that might be able to trip Molena up, I mean, nerfing that precision to make it so that when he does get through, wow! That is so difficult. That is such a beautiful piece of movement. Okay, this is looking doable. This is looking doable for Kreuz. Still only 2 lives left. And Molena gets it. You know, we're talking about Kreutz's ability to keep it even, but if Molena scores, I mean, that's it. Okay, last life. We are looking at a serious potential upset here. And need I remind everyone... Wait a minute, I'll take a second. Kreuz makes the precision. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Kreuz? Are you this clutch? All eyes on Kreuz. And he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. The pressure gets him. Molena with a massive upset win. Now, I could be wrong on this. But I think that is the first time Kreuz has lost to somebody other than Raito or Morphin since what? How long has it been? Since Kreuz's set with me in Halloween?